Jai Gurudev, can you tell us, Narendra Lamaji, about a particularly hectic time during your tenure? Absolutely, there was a period when the workload was immense. We used to have tissue paper slips in the cereals, and they would get extremely warm during work. Calls would keep coming in non-stop, one task after another, taking appointments, conveying messages, reading messages aloud. It was intense multitasking. That sounds incredibly demanding. How did you manage such a high pressure environment? It was all about focus and adaptability. I remember an incident with a senior teacher from Mangalore. He called quite angry about something. I told him I would call back in a bit, as I was in a one on one meeting with someone. Soon after, I was flooded with more calls. When I finally got back to him after about 10 minutes, he was still in his meeting, frustrated. I said, "Don't keep calling if you're not free," and immediately regretted my tone. How did that affect your relationship with your senior? It was a lesson in humility and patience. The senior didn't call me back. Instead, he reported the incident to Swamiji, who then connected with our Guru. After a few days, our Guru addressed it indirectly, reminding me that I should speak to everyone with humility, as I don't know who might call. This advice stayed with me profoundly. What was the most challenging part of your responsibilities? One of the most challenging tasks was maintaining Guruji's room. It required meticulous attention and a sense of awareness. Cleaning his room was more than just a task, it was a learning experience. It took us 3 to 4 days sometimes to get everything in order, and during this process, I learned a lot about mindfulness and the importance of every small detail. Did you have any significant moments while serving as Guruji's secretary? There were many significant moments, but one stands out. After getting up Guruji's room and making everything perfect, I was responsible for his departure to the airport. I remember setting a photo of Guruji in the room. The next day, he mentioned that he couldn't find the photo and thought it might have been misplaced or broken. I was anxious but later found out it presented it to him. His smile and the sense of relief I saw in his eyes were priceless. It seems like your role required not just hard work but also a deep emotional commitment. Absolutely. The work wasn't just physical but emotional and spiritual as well. The sense of responsibility and the commitment to serve Guruji were immense. Even during tough times, the energy and the motivation came from knowing the value and the blessing of the work we were doing. There were moments when we had only a few hours of sleep, yet we felt energized and fulfilled. How did you manage your personal feelings and the professional demands? It was a balance of dedication and self control. While others enjoyed leisure activities, I focused more on my duties. Sometimes it felt overwhelming, but the purpose kept me grounded. Guruji's presence and the environment provided an unexplainable energy that kept us going. It was a blessing to serve, and that realization made every task meaningful. Any final thoughts on your journey and experiences? Reflecting on those times, I realized that every challenge and every moment of stress was a step towards growth. The humility, patience, and dedication I learned have stayed with me. The words of our Guru about always speaking with humility resonate deeply with me to this day. Serving Guruji wasn't just a job, it was a transformative journey that shaped who I am today. Jai Gurudev.